Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to take a first look at the new premium DLC from Farm Sim, where it seems like the star of the show really is the new crop, which is red beets, carrots, and parsnips. And we have a bunch of equipment to plant and to hill and to harvest all of those crops, plus literally a whole slew of new equipment. In fact, there's so much new equipment that I couldn't get it all into the frame, and I didn't buy it all because it would have taken me hours to get all this stuff put together. I mean, there's so much stuff. Most of it is just repeats of what we already have, and we'll go through it. But first, we'll go through the more exciting stuff, and then we'll look at the lesser stuff, and then we'll take a ride through the map because it really is a gorgeous map. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at the equipment that we're getting with the pack. And so we have this little lizard pickup truck thingy. It's like a van pickup truck mixed together, and I really like it. This might be my favorite vehicle in the pack. It's simple, though. It's kind of goofy looking, but I really love stuff like that. I love these little, like, European minivans. It's so tiny. Next up, we have an orchard tractor by Winia. Or Salic is the company that makes it, but they've been in a lot of other games that I've played that do orchard stuff. And so here we go for Farm Sim. I think it's a first for them. Now, if you guys remember back to Farm Sim 15, when they came out with their Platinum expansion, it was included the Zetter Crystal 16045, same tractor, but this one's a much nicer model. They've brought it back, and so here we have, once again, it's a very classic European tractor. I believe they're made in the Czech Republic, and it is a worldwide company. Zetter is sold all over the world. We don't see very many in the United States. I think we only have like 2 or 3 dealerships, but they are all over Europe for sure. And here's the second one I just got with another color and with a double back wheels. They have all the wheel options are there. This tractor, you get no front weight. You can get a couple different front weight sizes, which you probably should get if you're going to be, pulling big implements. Next up, we have a Fiat Agriculture power shift. I think, gosh, it looks like the New Holland symbol, doesn't it? I wonder if they're related. But anyway, I've had a couple mods of this tractor, and they were okay. This one's actually really nice. Like, it's much more detailed than the mod ones that we had. I love the interior. Very basic tractor, but strong, 190 horsepower with the second upgrade. So it's a decent, starter tractor for your farm. Once again, we'll sit inside the Crystal and take a look. Yeah, fires right up. Very reliable tractor. Try this guy. Totally different sounding engines. I love that. So those are the new tractors that we get. There's like 5 new carrot harvesters that are pull behind. I don't know what some of them look like they carry pallets, but now they sell pallets separately. So it seems like you might have to buy the pallets and load them onto this, and then it'll fill them up with carrots. I don't know. We'll see how they work. We will do a video next. I'm going to go on stream, and we're going to buy a bunch of these and try the different ones out and see what they do. And in that video, you guys will get to see that. I'll post that once I have done the stream and we've tried it all out. But for this video, we're not going to do any field work. We're just showing you what it looks like so you can kind of get an idea what it comes with. But we have, like I said, there's several different sizes of this type of device. Some of them are 2 rows, some of them are 1 row, some of them offload to the side, some of them seem like they have hopper bins and you can fill up a trailer with them. So it seems like they've offered a bunch of different ways to get carrots out of the ground, and parsnips and red beets. Here we have a 4-row. My apologies, I'm a little bit under the weather. The D-Wolf carrot / parsnip / red beet harvester. This thing is $600,000. This is for the big farmer. That is really expensive. It's reminiscent of the potato harvesters and stuff like that. It's pretty neat. The screens all work and come up like they really do. It's too bad they don't actually function. Wouldn't it be cool if that actually was working, but they're not. They're just there for looks. Oops. Yeah, and the shaders have to load. Now they got all these things on here. Frame rate. That'll get fixed. The more you do, the more I run around in this, the more it'll fix up. But this happens a lot with these new maps. And like I said, I think it's just them building shaders, because then it runs smooth as silk. But you can see it has a nice turn radius. Like it turns on a dime, because it's got that twisty wheel in the back. So it's pretty fast turner, which will make harvesting easy, right? So that's the idea. Let's unfold it and see what it looks like. Okay, yeah, there's the bin where it stores the carrots. And once again, I can't wait to... It'll be exciting in the other video, in the preview video, where we can actually see these animations working. That'll be in the next video, though. But it's neat. Cool stuff. Okay, so that's the big guy. We also have this big sprayer. This thing's got mega meters. I bought the longest one. We'll drive this out to the field here. You can see the inside of the cockpit. And we'll let it spread its wings here. I think there's a tip that spreads out. My God, hopefully that's long. That's it. Hopefully, because that is quite a spread there. I can raise it and lower it, but neat stuff. So let's go through some of the other equipment. Like I said, I think those are really the stars of the show, and the map, of course. But we have a lot of other stuff. They've got a whole host of new cultivators, a couple new seeders from 3 different new brands. We've got Farm It. I think we got Unia, and I forget. We'll look in the menu for the third one. These are part of the carrot planting. You can plant the carrots and parsnips and red beets using these 2 seeders. This is obviously the larger of the 2. That's the smaller of the 2. Before you plant them, I guess you're supposed to hill. These 2 units are hillers. This one attaches on the back of the tractor and you pull, it's a pull behind. This one, I think, if you set it up like this, you can put it on the front of the tractor, or it can also be a pull behind. So if you want to, if you're using this up front, then you can use that in the back, and I think it'll work to get, because this makes 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 planters. So if you put those on the back and you put this on the front, you can seed and hill and plant at the same time. Whereas with the larger one, you got to do it in 2 separate steps. So which is faster? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll take you the same amount of effort, because you're going to have to either run over the field twice using this, or run over the field once using this. So it ends up being the same as far as like usage of tractor. It ends up being the same, but in your head, this might be more fun. Anyway, cultivators, seeders across the way. There was also a manure wagon. You saw, we have a new tipper from Farm It, or is it Farm Tech? I think it's Farm Tech. Yeah. And, it's a, larger one. We got plenty of these in the game, but this would be good for carrots, like that one there. And then it also comes in a high side with a cover. And let's look in the menu at the other stuff. So we have Samish. We've got a mower and a rower. And these are actually a little bit cheaper than the other ones that we had, I think. The other ones, I think, are like 75 or 85,000. This one actually has windrowing on it. So you can see there, those are the windrowers. You can mow and windrow at the same time with these, which is nice. We have a tedder. Now this one has a boundary spreader. So for some reason, if you're going along maybe like the side of a field and you want to keep the grass from spraying out underneath the fence or whatever, you can buy this one with the boundary spreader on it, and it keeps it next to the tedder instead of whacking it out of the field. So it keeps it in a boundary. If you're going along the side of your field, you can use that. And it only cost $800 for the edition. That's a pretty cool tool, actually. Here we have 2 weeders, They're mid-size. Sorry. Boring. No, it's cool. I mean, like they're different sizes than what we have, unless you have mods, and then we already have these. Manure spreader from Unia. We have a disc harrow from Unia. We have a planter that also cultivates, so you can direct drill. Yeah, we've seen all these. Some really big cultivators. This one's a disc harrow. This one's a regular cultivator. This one is a seeder that also cultivates, and it's pretty wide at 6 meters. This is a decent sized one. It's also expensive and requires 220 horsepower. Here we have a Bednar Kator Profi cultivator. Very thin, but it looks like it's a power harrow. I can never say that right. Power harrow. So it runs and it spins and it tears up the dirt. This is a seeder. What do you call these? A tender. So you put seed and fertilizer in this, and then you attach, either this guy. Actually, no, not this guy. Let me see what that does. Yeah, see, this can go on the back of the Bednar. And that cultivates. Oh, it's a subsoiler too. So you can, instead of plowing, you can use this. So you put this in, then you'd put this on the back, and then behind that you'd put this the Corsa, and this will allow you to seed. So you can. That's really cool. Actually, you can. They used to have a kit like this with the Kuhn pack, where if you put the subsoiler in there, you can subsoil. So you use this behind the tractor, then you use the subsoiler, it plows and cultivates, and then you plant, and that plants all the crops that you don't really need a subsoiler for. Anyway, 3 different sprayers. This one's kind of a cool one too, with the Gigant, and it can be 36 meters, which I think is the same as what we just saw with this. Yeah, 36. So this is just as wide as this, but it's non-powered. There's the Ridge machines. We've seen all these already. Here's what I was talking about. So we have all these different harvesters. Some of them probably require that you put a pallet on them. There's no information in the description on which ones you need or what they do or how to use them. So we'll figure that out in the next video. But this is cheap, $39,000. This one's a little more expensive at $43,000 because it's got a belt on it. I think this one probably puts them in pallets, and then that one dumps them to a trailer. I don't know how you're going to do that by yourself. Once again, it's like the Oxbow stuff. You're going to have a friend play with you, which is fine because that's fun. This one obviously loads it into a bin and then overloads it to a tractor after it fills up, or a tipper after it fills up. So that one's a little bit easier to operate. This is a 2-row that looks like it outputs to a tractor that's running alongside, though there's this weird thing on the back that probably unfolds. We'll take a look at that one in the video. Did I buy one of these? And I own this knot. I don't know if I can. No, I got stuff in the way. I can't purchase it. We will in a second, though. This is the other one that we have. I just want to unfold these and see what they do. So let's go ahead and do that. And then you have 2 different pallet carriers, something to scoop up anything, and these pallets for vegetables, probably all the vegetables in the game. So if you're doing potato or sugar beet, they probably can go in there also. Let's unfold the harvester. Grab our Zetter crystal. We'll move the other harvester out of the way too, so we can see what the other one does. Oops. All right. I should have pulled this over here. Oh, yeah. So we're going to have to take pallets and put them on there. This is something where you're really going to probably want to have a forklift rather than those stupid forks that we put on the front of the tractor. I would rather have a Manitou forklift It'd be so much easier to get that stuff on and off. It probably just dumps them on the ground when it's done, but you have to load it. So let's see what the options are here. Does it fold top lifting harvester? That's what we already did. Lower top lifting harvester. Okay, there we go. Y, load boxes. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, so you can just put them on the ground and it'll suck them up. Like pull it along there. I think, what did I do wrong? What, did I do that? This tractor's probably not powerful enough to pull this. Anyway, that's the idea. You can also buy new boxes. Look at this. 4 for 520. That's, yeah. There you go. There's your boxes just for you. That's cool. All right, so now we know. All right, so I'm going to buy the first and second and third thing we're going to do is put this away and move it. I want to buy that other one and see how it works. Look out, D Woofy. Fluffy Woofy. I'm going to wish I hadn't done this because later on I'm going to have to go make the video and then I got to deal with all this crap. Hang on a second, folks. All right, so this one's already unfolded. All that does is it jinx it over a little bit. We have a pipe that goes out. I think this one you're going to have a friend to run with because it's going to fill up really fast. It's got a little tiny hopper. It doesn't even have like a capacity thing on it. So you're going to right away, you're going to need somebody to play along with you when you're doing this one. And once again, I don't love that idea, but I'm also not upset by that in any way, shape, or form. It's kind of neat, I think, to have to play with your friends because it's fun to play with friends. Now, right now, we can't do that because obviously it's early access and I'm the only person that has it. So, now this harvester is pretty cool because this is the small one. I think, let's see, in the lineup, there's two that are small like this. So I think I went to the wrong menu. Sorry, guys. We have our 2 carrot harvesters. These are, I think they're both. Yep, this one is 2. So one of them has, you have to have 2 people to do. I'll be interested to see if we can hire a worker, but these may be useless if you're by yourself. This one, it looks like it does the pallets, and that's the one that I picked. So this is the pallet one, I think. So I'm unfolding it. Let's see what Squirt does. Put our little menu on and think. No fillable box. We're going to buy a new box. Okay, so you have to buy the box. And then we can unload the box. Please lower the implement first. Boop. Cool. And then we can pick the box back up. All right. So lift top lifting harvester. We're going to lift it. There we go. So there you go. It's going to be fun to put these into practice. I really like the fact that we can do the pallets. I don't like the fact that we have to buy the pallets, but then again, that's going to be kind of neat. It's going to be a neat gameplay loop because you're going to have to go to the store with your truck, probably your little truck there, get a trailer, load it up with like 8 of those pallets. Though I'm not sure how many carrots you're going to get off a field. It might only fill like 1 or 2 of them. We'll have to see as we go. But yeah, that's neat. So anyway, that is the new equipment that's coming with the game, and I'm very excited about it. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So now let's go explore the map, and then we'll call it a video, and I will get this up there so you guys can see it, and I'll start working on actually putting some of this stuff into use on the field so you guys can see that next in the next video, and that'll be sometime this evening. Don't forget to join us on Twitch. I'll be streaming on and off today, so keep your eyes open for the streams. It's www.twitch.tv/VBLU guitar, VBLU guitar. Link will be in the description. I hope to see you there. Let's take my old man truck. That sounded rough. I love the Volkswagen interior. It's like such a Volkswagen-y looking dashboard from the 80s. And it is a 5-speed truck. Cool. So let's look at the map overall. You can see here, starting with the game, we own field 52 and 53. And we'll start by visiting our farm, which conveniently is right across the street from the shop. So let's go see the farm that they gave us. And we can see the equipment that they're going to give us to start with. And take 2, my computer crashed. Well, Adobe crashed. So I'm redoing this part. I forgot to tell you guys, the name of the map is Zylonka. So we're going to start off at the farm, and then I'll show you a couple points of interest. There's some neat stuff on the map. Mostly it's fields and houses, but it's a beautiful map, and I really like it. I love their maps. I don't play a ton of mod maps. There's been some really good mod maps this year, though, too. So anyway, let's see what they bring up. So here we are at the main farm. We have a little farmhouse. It's got our day and night thing, and then also where we get dressed. Can't really go in the house, which is kind of sad, but that's what they do now. They've given us a weeder and a wagon, a tipper, a Fiat. I swear to God, there's up on the field, there's a Zetter. We have a planter. We do not have the rower, though, so we need to get one of those. And we have the D-Wolf. I'm interested to see how this works if you don't have somebody else with you. I don't think it will work unless you have a second person. So anyway, Disker. We've got the same old dang top liner. I'm tired of this harvester. They give it to us on every freaking map. Anyway, there it is. And we have a pickup truck. We're going to use this to get around the map. So we own this field in front of us with all the wheat, and then we also own this cultivated field over there. But we're going to go ahead and drive a little bit, and I'm going to show you a couple neat spots on the map. The first is we're going to get into town here. Somewhere in town is a piano factory. I'm not sure exactly where that is. There's our other tractor's up on that hill there. I think you saw that. There he is, right there. That's the Zetter. So let's look around here and see if we can't see. Ooh, there's a cool like Russian Orthodox church, or whatever Orthodox. Could be Greek Orthodox, as far as I know. Does it have a name out front? It does not. It doesn't look like. Saint somebody or other, I'm sure. I'm going to see if I can find the piano factory here. There's a gas station up there. Cool, like Russian style or European style apartment complexes with the weird paint on them. They always do that, like that. Kind of trying to make them look happier, and then it gets all faded, and then it looks really sad. But but there you have it. This might be, no. I'll have to look it up on the map. I don't think this is it. No, it's the farmer's market. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna look it up. All right, the piano factory is north of town by all the little fields, starting with field number 1 through 27. And there they are. And planks. Tells you it needs planks. So you have to build all this stuff. It's going to be quite a process to get this running, but it's neat. I think it's a neat idea. I don't think you can go inside, no. So they make pianos, and that's kind of a cool new feature. There's also a potato processing plant, which I don't believe we've had before. There's a soup plant, which I know we haven't had. And that's Zoop Zoop over there. That's the soup plant to the right with that cute little green and red sign, Zub Zub. I think that's supposed to say Zoop, but I think that's Zoopy. Aw, it's my son Zoopy. There's storks on the map now. They're all over the place, and they fly too. It's pretty cool. And there's also multiple farms. I'm going to show you one of them here. I think I might have missed the road. That might have been it. Shoot. Yeah, we got to just cut it. We're just going to cut across the field here. I'll be back. All right, so for a slick $200,000, you can choose this farm instead of the one that you start with. If you're doing not new, easy, but if you do like the medium or hard mode, these are purchasable, and they're probably the same for each one. It's about $250,000 for this farm. Does not include any field space, I don't believe, but it has the house, the silo, a couple barns, and a chicken coop. And you can see this is a pretty area to farm in, so it's nicely settled down here. Maybe not the place of my choice, but if you want a big open field, this is the one that's in the south side. Oh, wrong button. South side of the map down here. You have all these big fields around you, so that's one option. I still feel like, unless you want the really small fields here, this farm is still probably the best option, the main one. And there's another one up here. We'll visit that too real quick here, but I wanted you to see that. So anyway, we got potato processing. You have a food cannery, which cans the carrots, the red beets, and also all three of them, the parsnips. So that's going on too, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to show you something neat. I'll be back in a second here. They finally have put in a new train. No more giant D6 style engine. There you go. Pretty cool. Very European looking train, which I like. I haven't driven it yet, but they got new cars too, so that's neat. Everything's new. And I like it. And it's got, I think the couplers are right on that. I'm not sure. But that's pretty neat. Of note, there's also a golden apple hunt. So if you want to search around the map, there's 50 golden apples, each worth $5,000. I'm sure there's probably like $1 million bonus at the end. That's usually how they do it. There's usually $1 million. It might be less though. It might be like 100,000 or something. I don't know. But I'm sure somebody will complete it and let us know. It's all too new. I just don't know. Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to go show you the other farm. All right, we're turning on to the little lane here. I'm not sure what those are, but they're cool. They're all over the map. No semi-trucks over this, right? Maybe 10 tons. I'm not sure. I like this road, though, down into the other farm. This, to me, is really cool. There we go. It's a cool windmill. There's a stork. He's animated. That's pretty cool. There's another stork flying around in the background there. Got a cattle crossing. And here is the second farm. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but so that was kind of a neat approach in. And the city is ahead of us. The main farm is to our left. So there, but it's got a silo, different house. Everything else is the same. I think it's about $250,000, somewhere around there. I'm going to show you what the golden apples look like. Here we go. Here's the, oh, this is not a road. Shoot. X was telling me don't go in here. But we did anyway. This is the preservative factory where you preserve the carrots if you want to do that. I don't think I've ever had carrots in a jar before. That's interesting, kind of gross sounding to me, but I don't know. Carrots are okay as it is. They're not my favorite vegetable. I like them though, but I don't love them. All right, so here is this cool little monument. I'll show you where the first apple is. You can figure out where the rest of them are. Come on, open sesame. Okay, fine. I'll just jump over. Right here is our golden apple. Yeah, 50 apples. I got 49 more to find. Yuck. I hate apples. I hate searching for stuff. I never can find them all. So that, I think, is a nice quick look at the map. There's definitely a lot more to it, but these are probably where, if I'm going to start a series, I would imagine I'll probably do it on, since we're doing carrots and parsnips and all that stuff, these strip fields will be perfect for that. So this is probably where I will do it. And I'll buy one of these houses and then set up a little farm behind it. So, yeah. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I definitely had fun making it, except for all the crashing and stuff, but that's okay. It happens. Be sure to watch the coverage. Like I said earlier, we're going to be covering this on Twitch in about an hour or so. And by the time you see this, I probably will have already started. So check it out, and we're going to be playing around. See you soon. Have a great day. Bye.